welcome back to my channel. So this obviously is the makeup look that I filmed today. I used the Kylie Jenner Burgundy eyeshadow palette and 2 of her liquid lipsticks. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep on watching. So to prep my skin, I'm going to use the Nivea Men Post Shave Balm in Sensitive. I hadn't used this in so long and I forgot how good it is. If you haven't tried it, definitely pick it up. I'm also going to use the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer in Radiance to give my skin a bit of a glow. I actually applied way too much of this, but it's alright, we're just going to go with it. For my foundation, I'm going to use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Warm Beige and my AYU foundation brush. This could be one of my absolute favourite foundations. I love the colour of it, it matches my tan perfectly. I love the coverage and I also love the finish. So if you haven't tried it yet, I definitely recommend getting a sample or picking up the full bottle because I don't think you'll be disappointed. For my concealer, I'm using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20 and I'm just applying this with a regular foundation brush. I apply this underneath my eyes, also apply it on my eyelids because this formula can be used as an eyeshadow primer, and I apply it in the center of my forehead and also on my chin. So this just kind of cream contours the face as well, and then I blend all of it in using my damp beauty blender, which also absorbs any of the excess product. To set the areas that I applied the concealer, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Light, and I just use a duo fiber brush to apply this. This one is from Blank Canvas, I'm pretty sure, but I just don't know the number. And I just tap the powder on top of the areas that I applied concealer because if I go in and swipe it, it will take all of the concealer away. So just pat it first, and then once it's set, you can kind of swipe the brush across it. To set the rest of my face, I'm using the NARS Powder Foundation in the shade Medium 3 Stromboli and this massive brush from Powder and Pout. The reason I'm using this is because if you use a larger brush, you'll get less coverage and a lighter application of the product, so that's why. For my bronzer, I'm going to use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Tan, and I use a Callum Berry small face brush to apply this, and I literally just apply it on my forehead, kind of temple area, on my cheekbones and my cheeks because I didn't use a blush today, and I also apply it underneath my jawline, which kind of helps chisel out any double chins in pictures. It's amazing, but I kind of use this to bronze my face, and then in turn it also kind of contours my face too. So I don't go in with an actual contour powder anymore. And then once I'm finished with the bronzer, I take my brush that has the light powder on it and I just kind of clean up any of the contour areas to kind of make it look sharper. Moving on to highlight, I'm using the Anastasia Glow Kit and I'm actually mixing 2 shades together. I'm using White Sand and Amber Gold, and I'm using the Anastasia highlighter brush to apply this, and I actually spritzed it with MAC Fix Plus first because if you want your highlight to be really intense, this makes it really intense. If you've never tried any of the Anastasia highlighters before, you need to try them. They are so pigmented, the quality is just amazing. I will leave a link down below to a website that you can purchase them from if you're from the UK or Ireland. Moving on to eyebrows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in the shade Soft Brown, and I use the lighter colour with my Inglot 13P brush just at the very beginning of my brows. The reason being is because it rounds them off and it means they're a little bit lighter at the beginning. So I just brush through them first with the spoolie and then apply the powder at the beginning, like I said. For the rest of my brows, I'm going to use the Rimmel Brow This Way Soft Powder in the shade Medium Brown, and like I said in my last video, I really like this product and I really like the colour. It's so quick and simple to apply, so you can see where I'm applying it just in the middle and the ends of my eyebrows. To set my brows, I'm going to use the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, and this is one of the best I've ever used. It is such a good product and it does not make your eyebrows crunchy, so I highly recommend it. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to use a Kylie Jenner Burgundy palette, and I am obsessed with this palette. I just love the colours in it. The first one I'm going to take is the shade Beach. I'm using a large fluffy brush and just applying this into my crease and making sure I blend it out. I actually use the lid of the palette at the corner of my eye to kind of give that cat eye shape to my eyeshadow, and this really worked. You can use this instead of using sellotape or scotch tape because it's quicker and it doesn't pull on your skin. Then I'm just going in with a smaller fluffy brush to apply the same beach colour just more directly into my crease to kind of build up the colour, because the larger brush will just give a really light wash of colour. So this makes it a little bit more intense. Then I'm going to take the shade Burgundy with a smaller eyeshadow brush and apply this onto my lid, on my lid and up into my crease, but not above my crease. So take your time with this step and take the colour bit by bit and build it up really slowly instead of going in with too much of the shadow on your brush and then getting loads of fallout. And in between application, just make sure you're blending out the edges so there's no harsh edges. Next, I'm going into the colours Brick and Almond with a small fluffy brush that's basically just made for the crease, and that's exactly where I'm applying these colours, just into the crease of my eye. I'm not bringing it up because that beach colour is going to blend out this darker colour. And I also use the lid of my palette again for the outer corner to give it that really sharp cat eye look again. So the same goes for this step. Just take your time to build up the colour intensity and don't overblend. If you overblend, then all of the colours will just look mucky. Use the beach colour on a fluffy brush to blend out the edges of the dark colour instead of just blending the dark colour up, if that makes sense. Then I'm going to go into the shade Dubai with the same brush that I used on the lid and apply this onto the lid again. So this is just like a shimmery burgundy colour, and just thought it'd be nice to add a little bit of shimmer to the eye because it's been matte so far. Next, I'm mixing the shades Beach and Burgundy together on a smaller fluffy brush and just applying these underneath my eyes. Next, I'm mixing the shades Brick and Almond together on a flat eyeliner brush and applying these even closer to my waterline on my lower lash line. For my lower waterline, I'm going to use the Zoeva Graphic Eyes eyeliner in the shade Opulence, and this just matched the eyeshadows perfectly. It's a nice shimmery burgundy shade. For my upper waterline, I'm going to use my NARS Larger Than Life black eyeliner, and this just makes your lashes look a little bit thicker as well. For my mascara, I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. If you have never tried this mascara, I am telling you, pick it up and try it. Get the travel size first just in case you don't like it, but I'm telling you, you will love it. It is such a good mascara. They also have it in brown, but obviously I'm using the black for today. Moving on to lashes, I'm going to use the Penneys PS Individual Lashes, or Primark if you're from the UK, and I'm just using Duo Glue to apply these. These are the best individual lashes because it's like 3 of them clumped together, so they're not as flimsy and you can apply them way quicker. Then I just got an angled eyeliner brush with the colour Brick from the palette to kind of conceal any of the glue that's left on the lash band. And finally, moving on to lips, I used the Kylie lip kit in the shade Malibu, and obviously I used the lip liner first and then I went in with the liquid lipstick after. You only need a tiny amount of the liquid lipstick, otherwise it will kind of go cakey, so a thin layer is just enough. And to finish off my lips, I took the Coco K liquid lipstick and applied this just in the center of my lips. So this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm actually really impressed with the products. I love the colors that she has. I do like the liquid lipstick. I do feel that if you apply a thin layer, it's enough instead of applying a really thick layer, because it does kind of cake up then, like all liquid lipsticks. There's so many different eyeshadow looks that you can do with the palette apart from this one. Obviously this one's a little bit more intense, but you can have more wearable, softer looks as well, which I would love to do. So if you'd like me to film a softer look with the same palette, then just leave a comment down below and let me know. As always, I will leave all of the products that I've used on my face listed in the description box with links to them as well. I'll also link my hair extensions. As always, I'm wearing the Foxy Lock Seamless Clip-ins. I wear the shade Latte Blonde mixed with Platinum Blonde just because I feel like it suits my hair better at the moment, and I have toned them really lightly as well. So yeah, I'll leave a link and stuff down below, but this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, like I said, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!